right, so hey everybody, we're here with John Claude. We want to talk to John Claude today because he's our customer service dispatch manager. He's an integral part of our team here. You know, John Claude, he's like the best in the business, right? He knows everything about dispatching and customer service. He's doing all the training. He's working in the trenches every day, getting the job done, right?
Yes.
He knows how to take care of customers, and that's the key to his job. So we want to talk to John Claude because it's a big part of Kennon. You know, when you call in and talk to somebody, you want to talk to somebody who's knowledgeable, who's understanding and compassionate about your problem, if you have a problem, or your needs and things like that. So, John Claude, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. You just tell us what you think about it. So, can you tell us a little bit about the customer service team, and maybe talk about the importance of having it here on site instead of kind of outsourcing, like a lot of companies are doing nowadays that everybody obviously gets frustrated about. So, just kind of go through that part of it.
Yeah. So customer service, like Clint said, we're like the bloodline of the company. Everything goes through us before it even gets onto the field, before it even gets into Clint's knowledge or anything. Like everything goes through customer service. So it's our job to make sure that everything is taken care of on that initial contact. With that being said, having a customer service place that you can call in and have it be local and in town, like it is more familiar with the history that's gone on at your property. It's more familiar with the situations that you had gone on, especially with the understanding and the personable effect that you get behind that. It feels good when you can call a company and be like, hey, can I speak to John? Or hey, can I speak to Sandy? And you know that you can get that familiar experience that you've already had before, as opposed to if you call somebody that is at outsource, that they're asking you a million questions over again, especially when you're having an issue. Like that is super uncomfortable. Sometimes it's almost irritating, especially when you're needing service and you're not cooling. The last thing you're trying to do is answer 50 questions of something that you already know about because we have it here on site when you call in.
Yeah, and John Claude sits in that room with all the CSRs and dispatchers. So even when I walk through there, if Sandy's working with the customer out here, talking to the customer and trying to help them through their problems and things like that. So a lot of times you're already familiar with issues if there is an issue before somebody even comes to you because you've overheard it, you're listening to them and constantly doing training with them and all that stuff all the time. So that's a good example of why it's good to have your in-house customer service. How do you feel that having a local team here and the in-house helps our customers with their experience with Kennon?
Well, it's super important because if you live somewhere, like for example, like Georgia, you talk to somebody from Georgia, you can feel that at-home feeling. You know what I mean? When it's somebody that's like outside of our area and things like that, it's kind of hard to like understand, not even just when you're calling in for a situation, but as far as like personality or sympathy or being emotionally connected to somebody, you know what I mean? Having that relationship established with the customer and being in-house, that always goes way farther than if you have to call somebody that's out of town and things like that, and you're like, for example, asking, hey, I need y'all to come out today. Well, I need somebody to give you a call to see if we can come out today, as opposed to, hey, you know what, can y'all come out? Yeah, we've talked before, I know you, we can get out there right now, actually, you know what I mean? So it's better as far as the solutions that we can provide, especially when we're trying to help people out, as opposed to, hey, I'm just trying to sell you on what I can, you know what I mean? Which is what most companies are going to try to do.
Yeah, and I think it makes it a lot more efficient because it's like, everybody's had that frustration of having to call huge corporations that has tons of different departments, and you have to dial one for this, and then you dial one, and of course it's the wrong department. They got to send you somewhere else. You got to go through the whole spiel again, and you got to give them your account number and all this. When you call here, it's like, we're going to take care of you. Right at the end of there, there's no other departments that we got to send you to. There's not all that. You don't have to go through that maze of customer service phone tag stuff. So
cut out the middleman, basically. Cut out the middleman.
We're not a mom and pops anymore, but we are a big enough company that we can take care of our customers, but we still, we're very familiar with a lot of our customers, the customers that we have for a long time. it's been years since I've been in the field, and I still get customers that call me on my phone, and I help them through things, or if they just have a question about an air conditioner or issue they're having, they still call me every now and then, and I just go walk over to Jean-Claude, and I'm like, hey, you know, we gotta, you know, take care of Miss Jones. She's got a, you know, she needs a service call, she needs a maintenance, whatever it is, and that's one of the benefits too, I think too, is just like the efficiency of just the communication and stuff like that. So. But yeah, like I said earlier, you know, John Claude's a big part of Kennon Heating and Air. You know, does a great job. He does a great job with our customers, with our CSRs and the staff and training. I mean, he does a lot around here. I mean, just all kinds of stuff, man. He kills it every day.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I really try every day. You know, like every other position in any job, there's a lot that comes with it, but if you're willing to take it head on and tackle it, don't let things go on the back burner. Following up with customers especially, that's a big deal. You don't want to call a company that says, I'll call you back in 2 days. You know, you want to call a company that, hey, if I get a call back, I'm going to expect it from this guy on this day, and that's what we do here at Kennon.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.